Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Leon. This is XP to Level Up, where I give you the experience that you need to get to the next level in your life, whether that be in your fitness goals or with life in general. Now, guys, we have a very special video today. Today, I am going to be giving you the perfect beginner's workout program for those who are just getting into the gym and kind of need that, that organized plan to be able to, have the motivation to stick to it, because I know from experience that, if you go into the gym without a solid plan, it's really easy to demotivate yourself because you feel like you're wasting your time. I think one of the biggest demotivators with people in the beginning of their fitness journey that tend to stop them in their tracks is just the feeling of not getting 100% of their time back in to them in terms of their gains. But guys, one thing I will say though is that no exercise is bad exercise, okay? The only bad exercise is not exercising. So keep that in mind as well. Even if you're not exactly the most skilled or organized person in the gym, still know that going to the gym and trying is still better than what most people are doing. So make sure to give yourself credit there. So guys, this is going to be for the sedentary person, meaning that you're not active. This is not for trained athletes. This is not for anything of that category. It's more of people that are just getting off the couch, trying to make a difference in their lives, and they want something that they can easily follow. So, they have an easier time sticking to it. So, now keep in mind as well, I am going to be only talking about the exercise portion of this plan. I will be going into the nutrition portion later on this week, just in an attempt to keep the video as brief as possible. I don't want to be here, for 45 minutes trying to explain an entire workout and exercise program, a workout and nutrition program. So we're just going to start with the workout portion, and then we'll go into nutrition next week. So, guys, one thing that you must understand about any fitness program is that you must have consistency. You absolutely have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not going to see the progress that you want to see. You cannot expect to go to the gym, and eat right one day this week, and then eat right 4 days the next, and exercise, and just bounce back and forth. You're not going to see any real progress through a dependable timeline if you're not consistent. So make sure that you're consistent. And if you do not follow this program that I'm about to lay for you on the handy dandy whiteboard here, make sure that you do attempt to come up with some kind of program so you're not going into the gym completely lost. Because like I said, no one wants to feel like they're wasting time. That's an easy way to end up quitting, okay? So don't do that. So first, before you start any program, you need to know what your goals are. So that means that you need to sit down with yourself and think about, okay, what do I want from this? And that could either be losing weight, that could be gaining weight, that could be building muscle. Whatever your goals are, try to figure that out before you go to the gym, so you have a clear path in mind. That is also going to help you stay on that path because you see an short-term end goal, okay? So guys, what we are going to be starting with for your workout program, first time getting into the gym, is what is called, now bear with me, my handwriting is terrible, but just bear with me here, total body training. Okay? So what is total body training? So essentially what that means is that each time that you go into the gym, you are going to be doing a small volume of sets and reps for each major body part. So, the arms, biceps, triceps, the legs, the calves and hamstrings and quads, and, shoulders, chest, back, right, abs. You're going to be doing very basic exercises for each one of these major muscle groups. And yeah, like I said, the exercises are going to be very simple. If you'd like me to go into detail on what those exercises would look like, make sure to comment below, and I will make a video going into basic exercises that you can implement into this program. But if not, you can do your own research and find out basic movement exercises pretty easily. It's not that hard. So, guys, what we're going to be doing is total body training, and we're going to be doing it 3 times a week. Okay, that is very easy to achieve. Okay, and you're only going to be, now I know what you're thinking. Okay, total body, that means that I'm going to be in the gym for 3 hours. No, that's not what that means. If you stay focused and you keep your rest times reasonable, you're not sitting there on your phone, on Instagram, scrolling, wasting a whole bunch of time, then you can expect to be in the gym for no longer than 1 hour, okay? So now 3 times a week, 1 hour each session, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing 2 to 3 sets per body part, and you're going to be doing 8 to 12 reps. Now, guys, the reason why we are doing this very low volume is because we are simply getting your muscles acclimated to resistance, okay? We're not trying to go in there and kill ourselves. We're not trying to go there and do a ridiculous amount of volume or a ridiculous amount of weight. Make sure that the weight that you are choosing for each one of your exercises is reasonable and there's no ego involved. Because the last thing that we want to do to you is to injure your untrained muscles, which is very easy to do if you're not smart. So make sure to leave your ego at the door and lift the weight that is right for you, and keep this volume accurate. Okay, don't overdo it. Just because you go in there and do 5 to 6 sets of 20 reps, that's not going to give you more results. That's just not how it works in the beginning, at least. So don't do that. Now, guys, we are not going to do any compound lifts for the first 2 weeks. Okay, so what are compound lifts? So a compound lift is the big lifts, right? The deadlifts, the bench presses, the squats, and all that stuff. Okay, for the first 2 weeks, we're not going to do that. Okay, for 2 weeks. Now, why is that? Okay, because that is a lot of resistance for untrained muscles. Okay, again, we want to get your muscles used to resistance. We want to get them used to the motions. We want to get your joints a little more fluid, used to handling resistance. Okay, if you go into the gym in your first week and you're doing a whole bunch of benches and deadlifts and squats, your body is going to be torn apart and it's not going to be fun, and you're probably going to end up quitting because it's like, why am I in all this pain? Okay, so we're not going to do any compound lifts for the first 2 weeks, but then after that, you can slowly start to implement them, your bench presses, deadlifts, and squats. But guys, we are going to be doing this for about 2 months, okay? So 3 times a week, okay? 1 hour per session, 2 to 3 sets per body part, 8 to 12 reps. No compound lifts for 2 weeks, and we're going to be doing this for 2 months. Now, we're also going to be, depending on your goals, okay, we're going to be including steady state cardio. Now, do not get steady state cardio confused with conditioning exercises and circuits, okay? There's a difference here because, if you are at a weight that you're okay with, if you're not trying to lose weight at all, then obviously doing actual, conditioning cardio such as circuits, such as, just all the different kinds of how would I say it? Just conditioning exercises, things like, burpees and stuff like that, there's plenty of them. It's hard for me to even think of a few off the top of my head because there's so many. But the difference between those and steady state cardio is that with steady state cardio, you are going to be burning more calories, okay? Because you are doing a certain exercise, like let's say running for a long distance over time. Thus, that is going to actually burn calories, okay? If you just do 20 or like 50 burpees on the ground, your heart is going to be conditioned by that. Your heart is going to be pumping a lot of blood and, conditioning itself, but it's not going to be burning a lot of calories, okay? With running, biking, doing things that require you to do it for a long distance or a long period of time, that is going to be burning a lot more calories than just doing conditioning, okay? That's a huge misconception in the fitness industry that people think that if you're just doing, let's say like a whole bunch of burpees and things that just make your heart rate go up, that you're burning calories. That's not exactly how it works. You need to be doing something over a certain period of time to burn the amount of calories that you want to burn. So like, let's say you run for like an hour, let's say you run for about 20 to 30 minutes. That 20 to 30 minutes is going to burn anywhere from 150 to 300 calories. But if let's say you're doing a circuit that takes 15 minutes to complete, let's say you're doing some burpees and then some high knees and then some whatever, just a bunch of functional exercises, that's not going to burn as much calories, okay? So make sure that you are doing some form of steady state cardio if you are trying to burn calories, because to lose weight you have to be in a calorie deficit, which is that's it. That's all there is to it. So the more cardio that you do, the more calories that you're going to burn, and the easier it is going to be in a deficit. Okay, so this is a very simple format of explaining what this program is. Again, unfortunately, I don't really have the resources right now to really go into full detail on what exercises that I would want to see you do and stuff like that. But this is a good baseline to start your research, okay? And I think that this is going to be the healthiest and most accessible way to start your training, because it's very easy to follow. It doesn't take a lot of thinking, because like I said, you're only going in 3 times a week and you train your whole body, so there's not much to think about that. Once you get past your 2 months, then you can start going into splits. And what splits means is pretty much like, arm day, biceps and triceps, back day, back and shoulders, or whatever, stuff like that. Then you can start going into splits and then starting to train each muscle twice a week, which is the optimal amount of training for the muscles to grow, to get that hypertrophy, is by training them twice a week. But when you first start out, your muscles can't handle that much volume, or else you'll be incredibly sore. So make sure that you are taking it nice and easy. Again, leaving your ego at the door. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope that this helps you get a perspective on what a beginner's program should look like. Again, if you don't follow this, make sure that you do have some kind of plan. But guys, I know that this was kind of a vague explanation. Again, it's hard for me to really demonstrate an entire workout program with only a whiteboard. But if you have any questions about anything, no matter how ridiculous the question sounds, it doesn't matter. Comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. If you're an experienced person, then let me know what you think about this, what your opinion on it is. But I've just found this to be the most accessible, well-rounded training program for beginners, because it hits all of your body parts, and it's not too strenuous, it's not too stressful on the muscles, and thus you have a very easy time getting into the motions, and you'll end up sticking to it because you're not in a lot of pain all the time from delayed onset muscle soreness, okay, which is pretty much the fancy way of saying super sore pain from muscles, okay? Now, do keep in mind, though, that the first 1 to 2 weeks, you will experience soreness, okay? I'm not saying that you're not going to experience any kind of soreness from this, but I'm saying it's going to be a lot less than if you were to just go in and curl a whole bunch of weight and bench a whole bunch of weight. Okay, this way your body will ease into it a lot smoother. So, guys, if you feel like you learned something from this video today, please make sure to smash that like button and show your support. And like I said, comment below if you have any questions about anything. I'm here to help you guys. It is my passion to be able to help you guys with your fitness goals. So please make sure to ask me questions and subscribe to the channel. I upload usually 5 days a week with content related to this and just with the overall progression of life in general as a young person. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.